Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Matt from Diazable, coming at you with another album review. And this one's going to be a little bit different from what I normally do, which is hardcore and metal music. But I'm also always willing to expand my horizons when it comes to music. But I'm really excited to check out this. Well, I already checked it out. This funk album from two artists called VØJ, I think I pronounced his name right, and Narvent. It's a collaboration between two artists from different parts of the world that created a new funk style album that's just incredible. It's wonderful in so many different ways and whatnot. And I'm really excited to dive into this. But a little background, I think I discovered this on a playlist, on a funk playlist. And for those who don't know, it's spelled Phonk. It's like a type of lo-fi ambient style nighttime style electronic music is the best way I can describe funk. But yeah, I discovered it one time on a playlist, and it just one particular song just really blew my mind away. And I was like, I have to check out this album if they ever put out an album, which they did, and we're here. So let's get into this review. Everything on this song, from the pacing, the creativity, the use of the synths, and the feelings that it evokes in this song is just pure amazement. It's a beautiful, beautiful song, especially because it has these eeps and flows in the song that really help build up the song when it really like comes together through these really, really like magnificent and beautiful mid sections of the song. They build you up and then they bring you back down, and they really help you anticipate the large, powerful synth section they have with the bass and everything with this song. I feel like you genuinely feel like you're unlocking a lost memory you have, and it's just making your brain just all the synapses just go crazy when you hear this song. And I feel like this song is a master's course in terms of how to make art into music. Like if you can take art and put it in music form, like put it through a machine, this is what you get. Because I've never heard such a beautiful song that has invoked so many wonderful feelings in me and whatnot. It's so indescribable. I'm pretty sure if y'all follow me, you have seen I listened to this song like crazy in the past year, and I'm not gonna stop listening to it. I'm not gonna stop showing it because this is a beautiful, beautiful song. And so I'm gonna play a little clip of Memory Reboot for you. I hate saying this, but I love saying it. I feel like you can literally feel God when you hear this song. You're ascending to a whole nother plane of existence because this song is so dope. Yeah.
Even when you're gone, I'll tell them my religion's you and punctures.
The transition from the first song to this song is pretty clean overall. It's very nice with the slow build up into a nice upbeat synth progression, I feel. And definitely the song really invokes a feeling of the title Moonlight. It feels like you're like bathing in the moonlight at night and everything, and it just gives you a sense of like peace and everything as you listen to it. And then the second time around, as the synths go around from building up and going down, it has a weird tempo to it that throws it off a little bit, I think. But overall, it's still a very dark and enjoyable song. More of a slow and ominous song here, especially how it starts and the progression of the weird high-pitched squeaks and beeps in this song. And as the song like goes up and down in terms of the eep and flow, the second time around it has more of a dark feel and less squeaks and just more of a ominous feeling to it. And those beeps and squeaks are more subtle the second time around and everything. And I have started to notice a pattern with their songs. They go really slow, build up to a large middle section and then repeat that process. So I don't think it's anything bad, but I think they're sticking to a formula that works really well for this style of music and what they're producing. So good for that. And with that, I want to play a little clip of Last Memory for you. Yeah, I love that subtle vibe they got going on here. Here we have some high-pitched and reverb keystrokes over a very slow beat. More of a subtle approach with the sound on this song particularly. You feel a sense of euphoria as especially towards the end of the song, I feel. Especially when it really kicks in again after they're doing their process of doing a slow start, big midsection, slow it down, and then bring it back in even larger and more in charge the second time around. Feels like you're ascending into a greater place in like the world and whatnot. So here we have some very, very deep sounding bass that creates like a nice mesmerizing vibe. And in the background of that, we have some light synth drumming that really helps the pacing and flow of the song. And in the very, very background of this song, you have some chill like synth keys and whatnot that add some texture and some ambiance to the song. And then when it kicks back in, it's like how they do that loop of their style. It's just more subtle and not as like strong as they have done before. So I think it plays out better here. It switches things up a bit. The song is very simple overall, and it really leans into like making it feel like it's a big song, but honestly, it's not that grand of a song. It's pretty simple. So I'm gonna play a little clip of Lost Memory for you. Very simple song, but very effective. Upbeat and kind of muffled key strokes at the beginning of the song, but as the song like progresses, it gets more complicated in like the song structure and the key patterns. Kind of gives off like late 2000s techno vibes, and I feel like this song is like taking an old car and then like renovating it and renewing it with like new stuff from the current age and everything. So I feel like they're taking that old style of like late techno's style music and house music and adding new like 2023 style electronic parts to it and like funk style and whatnot. So very, very nice with that, how they're switching things up a bit. And also another thing I like about these songs in this album, they're very short and sweet. So each song feels very distinctive and easy to digest and makes you want to listen to them over and over again because they're very short and they're pretty straightforward. Something about this version of this song seems off to me. It feels like they made the original like was really mind-blowing and just something really beautiful. And then whatever that beauty was, it was lost in translation here. Like the magic is gone somehow. But overall, it's still a fine song. It's cool to vibe out to and chill, but something is just not there, it feels like. This song is even more slowed down from the original, and yet again, something feels off. The heart, the magic of the song is just not there. And I feel like these remixes are fine, but they don't really add much to the overall experience of the album itself, just listening to the album. Fortunately, even though it is more slowed down, it isn't poorly made. It sounds sonically pretty good and everything, especially when it comes back in and kicks in harder with the slow down bass. It's kind of cool and everything, but that spark is not there, I feel. Now, the sped up version here, this is pretty funny. I feel like it does capture the magic a bit of the original like speed version of this song, but at times it goes so fast it kind of comes off really messy and a little bit sloppy. So with these remixes of this original song, I feel like it's the whole Goldilocks story. Like this one's too cold, this one's too hot, well, this one's just right. And that's how I feel about these slowed and sped up versions. Like they're kind of okay, but there's something off about them. But then again, also when it comes back around, just like the slower down version, when it kicks in pretty hard, and you just really feel it. And so that's nice. And so those are my thoughts on this album from VØJ Narvent, Memory Reboot. Um, it's like the best way I want to say is like I wish I could like erase my memory or my experiences just so I could hear that song Memory Reboot and some of these other songs again, because these tracks are like they have a simple formula to them, but they're beautifully and amazingly crafted. That is, you're just amazed at what you're listening to, especially since it's such like art. I won't say artificial, but digital production with the synths and everything. Like such beautiful like sounds can come from stuff that wasn't made from physical traditional instruments. So that's amazing, everything. And I feel like especially Memory Reboot and these two artists and this album and everything is a great gateway point for people who don't know about funk, this type of genre that's been really blowing up in the past couple of years. Maybe they're not one of the originators of it, but I think they're an easy gateway for people to get in and explore this genre and check out other things. And I really suggest that because you get some really sonically pleasing songs with this album and this genre in general. And I will say overall, it's a very fantastic album with the tracks being really infectious, invoking strong feelings to the listener, and just overall paced out really well. The only thing I can say is a negative thing is the remix versions of the song Memory Reboot. They're not necessarily bad songs. They're overall pretty good and everything, but do they add a lot to the experience to the album? No, I don't think so. If anything, if they were excluded from the album altogether and just maybe dropped as regular singles, maybe the album will be a more tighter feel to it, and it would be more of a complete album and adventure, I feel like. But then again, this is a genre, anything in the electronic DJ house world, they have very unconventional ways of releasing their music. They never really release albums. Everything's kind of simple, long out, long songs that are different sections to them. So hard because it's a very unconventional genre. But nonetheless, it's still a great album. One of my faves of the year and everything. It needs to be checked out from ones to expand their music beyond whether it's metal, pop, country, rap. I think a lot of people can enjoy this album. So, and I would give this album Memory Reboot solid 8.5. Yeah, so thank you for coming on by. Check the links down below. Check out this over art.